Panasonic is entering the influencer market with the S9, a small and stylish full-frame camera with similar capabilities to Sony's ZV-E1. The key feature is a dedicated LUT button and app that allows you to easily select custom and preset video looks, much like you can with Fujifilm's simulations. With the same 24 megapixel sensor as the S5 II, it supports up to 6.2K video and comes with Panasonic's latest phase detect and AI tracking autofocus. It also has in-body stabilization that provides gimbal-like smoothness. There are a few things missing though, like a viewfinder and mechanical shutter. Finally, there's the $1,500 price, not much less than the more capable S5 II. So what to make of all this? I tested a pre-production version of the S9 in Japan to find out. The S9 is light for a full-frame camera at 486 grams, exactly the same as the ZV-E1. Panasonic released a new 26mm pancake lens that I'll discuss soon, but with that, it's small enough to slip into a bag and lighter than Fujifilm's X100VI. It has a cute, blocky body and comes in a choice of red, blue, green, and black colors. It's not as pretty as Fujifilm's offerings, but it is more stylish than most Lumix cameras. With a smooth body and no handle, it's a bit hard to grip though. This isn't a problem with lightweight lenses, but with larger ones like the Lumix 24-70mm f2.8, it could slip right out of your hand. Panasonic did give reviewers a dedicated small rig grip that helps a lot, but that's not included in the starting price. The S9 has stripped down controls compared to most Panasonic cameras. There's no top rear dial or joystick, so it can be tricky to change settings with just the two dials. What the S9 does have that we've never seen is a LUT button that Panasonic actually patented. That stands for Lookup Table, and pressing it brings up a choice of built-in or custom simulations right out of the camera. The flip-around screen is great for vlogging, but it lacks an electronic viewfinder, much like Sony's ZV-E1. It has just a cold shoe on top, so there's no support for flashes, microphones, or other accessories. And it's missing a headphone port, which is an unfortunate choice for a camera dedicated to video. The single SD card slot supports UHS 2 speeds, but is located inconveniently next to the battery compartment. A big plus is the large battery that's compatible with the S5 II, G9 II, and other models. It provides a decent 100 minutes of 4K 60p video on a charge, or 470 photos. For a hybrid camera aimed at videographers, the S9 isn't bad for photography. You can shoot at 9 raw frames per second, and the buffer will hold up to 55 shots before filling. It doesn't have a mechanical shutter though, and distortion can be problematic with this sensor with fast-moving subjects, as we saw on the S5 II. Continuous autofocus for photos works well, though it's still behind Canon and Sony. The AI does a good job of locking onto human faces, bodies, and eyes, and also works with animals, cars, and motorcycles. It's not a sports or wildlife camera by any means, but the majority of my photos were in focus. As with the S5 II, the S9 shoots 14-bit RAW images in single-shot mode, but drops to 12-bit RAW for burst shooting. Photo quality otherwise is good, with realistic colors and good skin tones. In low light, I wouldn't go past about ISO 6400, as noise can get bad compared to cameras with similar sensors like Nikon's Z6 II. I liked the S9 as a street photography camera as it's discreet, silent, and lightweight. However, the new $200 pancake lens that helps make it so light is manual focus only and has just one f-stop at f8, which may turn off buyers. As a video camera, the S9 has some pluses and minuses compared to Sony's ZV-E1. On the positive side, video is sharp since you can shoot 6.2K or super sampled 4K 30p video using the full censored width. It also supports full readout 3:2 capture that makes vertical video easier to shoot. 4K 60p video requires an APS-C crop, and to get 120 frame per second video, you need to drop down to 1080p. The ZV-E1 has half the resolution, so video isn't as sharp, but Sony's camera can shoot 4K at up to 120 frames per second, and rolling shutter isn't nearly as bad. One issue that may be a showstopper for some creators is overheating. With a small body and no fans, the S9 can only shoot 6.2K video for 10 minutes at a time, and 4K 60p for 15 minutes. This is software limited and you can immediately start recording again, so it's only a problem for event shooters and others who need to do long takes. The S9 has excellent in-body stabilization with up to 6.5 stops using supported lenses. Like the S5 II, it offers a boost mode that's best for handheld shooting with limited movement and an electronic mode with a 1.4 times crop in the high mode. The latter can smooth out footsteps and other jolts well enough to replace a gimbal in a pinch. It does a better job than the ZV-E1 with abrupt movements, but the latter crops in slightly less. Autofocus mostly keeps subjects sharp, though it can occasionally lag. The AI-powered face tracking stays locked on a subject's eyes and face, though sometimes the autofocus itself doesn't keep up. This could be a pre-production issue, however. Video is sharp and colors are realistic with pleasing skin tones. It's not quite as good in low light as other 24 megapixel cameras like the Canon R6 II, with noise starting to become noticeable at ISO 6400. The ZV-E1 in comparison can shoot clean video at ISO 12800 and even beyond. I enjoy shooting Panasonic Vlog video as it's easy to adjust in post and offers excellent dynamic range. This is a big reason Panasonic cameras are so popular with professional videographers, so it's nice to see this on a little bit less expensive model. So what about the new LUT feature? To get the most out of it, you have to go into the new Lumix Lab app. Panasonic has a handful of presets to get you started, or you can load custom LUTs from a variety of creators. Applying the LUT bakes the look into the video, which makes it hard to adjust later on. However, you can shoot standard or vlog footage and use the LUT as a preview, then apply the same look in post without being locked in. The LUT button is a clever idea as it allows creators to make cool shots without the need to fiddle around in post. However, many may not even be familiar with the term LUT, so Panasonic has an uphill battle selling the benefits. By comparison, many influencers understand the advantages of Fujifilm's simulations. With the S9, Panasonic is trying to attract influencers with a small, stylish camera that makes it easy to create interesting video looks quickly. At the same time, it has nearly all the capabilities of higher-end models like the S5 II. It does have some flaws that make it a hard sell for photographers, and I'm concerned about the $1,500 price tag, as that's just a bit less than the far more capable S5 II. It does come out well against the ZV-E1 though. I like the extra resolution and sharpness, and it has superior stabilization. It's also cheaper, but only by about $300 at the moment. Overall, it's a good first try and may suit some creators, but personally, I'd wait for it to go on sale. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. And for more on technology, check out Engadget.com.